Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are about to eat and mess up some really delicious vegan food. And who says you can't be homeless and eat good at the same time? And I don't mean just eat good sometimes. You go to Whole Foods. Nowadays Whole Foods is not charging an arm and a leg, especially for the most healthiest things. And this is just so surprising, right? This onion, we got one onion for like $1 or $4. It all depends on the pounds. You just have to think, you don't want to spend all your money at a restaurant when you can go to like a Whole Foods. Hopefully there's a Whole Foods in your neighborhood, but in our neighborhood there is luckily a Whole Foods that provides a microwave. Every Whole Foods should always provide a microwave because sometimes food is not hot, food sits around for a long time, and having a microwave is so important so it can heat up. Customers can heat up their food, those that are buying. But so we bought this sauce. We got the sauce, which is actually well, guys, we're moving fast, right? But okay, let me tell you guys real quick about this seasoning. Seasoning may say it's for chicken, but look, if you look really closely, there's no meat ingredients in this seasoning at all. And this is the best seasoning we have ever had. We have not had anything better. I think this is the Mexican. We got it from John's here in California. So we did warm up the noodles, the pasta noodles in the microwave. And guess what? It cooked just as good as the stove. It was perfectly ready. And a lot of people don't know how to cook noodles. Like, you don't never want to let the noodles sit in the hot water too long after they're already cooked well. So you always want to pour the hot water out if you already cooked it too long, or if you haven't cooked it well enough. If you put a lid on it, that'll soften up the steam, will soften up the noodles or whatever. But it did such a great job. The noodles are so perfect, and the only reason they're it's a little stiff right now because we really had it sit out for a little while we make the pasta and the meat sauce. And the meat is vegan, by the way, which we'll later in the video I believe show you the package of sorry, the microwave is not as clean as it should be, just because you got more than one person using this microwave, the entire store, and we usually clean it up right after we cook. And sometimes you get so hungry you don't even have time. Like, sometimes we clean it before we even start making our meals, but sometimes you do not even have time to do that because you're so hungry, right? So we chopped up some onions with an onion chopper we got from Amazon. I believe it was Amazon or Temu, but Amazon. We'll check later. But this is so much better than using a knife. It's so much better than using sharp objects. You just use the onion cutter. It saves you so much time. And it's not just an onion cutter, but it's a vegetable cutter. Like, you just use it to chop up all different sorts of vegetables and make whatever delicious meals that you want to make, right? And it's just it's the one on the right side, right next to that's what it is. And that's what we use to chop up the onions. And a lot of people carry around just a few bags when they're on the street, and that's why it's hard for them to survive, because they're spending most of their money on food. Here we are with the pasta, guys. Oh my gosh. Now, we did cook the onions first, then we boiled up the pasta, and then now we're mixing it up into a pasta sauce. Back when we used to eat meat, we would make a spaghetti sauce like this with actual meat. But why eat meat when you can choose vegan options that taste even better? Meat has spiritual energies attached to it, and it's just a body. Like, why would you want to put those dead bodies in your body that's living? You don't want to have dead bodies in a body that's living, and it's bad to even talk about that now. But it's to persuade you to eat better, healthier food so you can survive, right? Hey, God willing, right? And a lot of people, they might not, they're so addicted. Guys, don't forget to clean up right after yourself okay? But this helps a lot for you and for everybody, and it just gives you a better look, right? Especially when you're homeless, you're always expecting homeless people to be a mess. A lot of people that work in environments, they don't think that people that actually shop there are it might even be making a bigger mess, right? You never know. It all depends on somebody's mental health or mental disorder, whatever they're going through, right? Or how busy they are. They don't have time to deal with half of the things that we deal with. But a lot of times God places you in places so you can be that person that actually does the job, does the part that other people fail to do just because they're busy. Not because they're filthy, but just because they are busy doing other things, right? And even if you may be busy, it's an opportunity. Guys, check out the mango lemonade. So it was very delicious. It is very delicious, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's just continue with this pasta and literally put it in the bowl. Yes, we got a bowl. We got these bowls from CVS, only 50 cents, and 50 cents were like, oh, what, that's cheap as hell, we're gonna get 50 cents, that beats the 99-cent store. And we got this the thing that we're cooking the pasta in from TJ Maxx, and it says microwave safe, but it's really not, because the bottom of this plate is literally like starting to cook and everything is starting to get messed up. But anyways, check out the noodles. They're not as bouncy as it. Now you want your noodles to separate easily. What you want to do is put butter. We didn't have butter because, you know, when you need a fridge in order to keep these things refrigerated, but we put an olive oil on the inside, which actually makes it a little more slippery, a little more easier to cook, a little more easier to serve, a little more easier to keep, rather than if you don't have an oil in the pasta or butter in the pasta, it's not going to stick well enough in order for it to separate well enough. Now we just got this straight out of the microwave. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks just like from the stove, guys. Who says the microwave cannot do a phenomenal job? Oh my god, imagine we were eating at what is it called, at Veggie Grill, and Veggie Grill they were charging us like $25 for a plate, like a burger is like $14, and spending like freaking the whole meal with the drink and everything is $25, and $25 can get you so much food at Whole Foods nowadays. Back then, Whole Foods is really being nice now and really being humble. Thank you, Whole Foods, for even doing that. And it's not just food, it's healthy food, it's good food that's good for you. Like, just because you're a vegan doesn't mean you're gonna be skinny or whatever. Remember, all this stuff, needs, like, you still need to, like, be careful eating too much. Like, but the pasta sauce, it says it's no sugar added, and it is a fat-free, so you get, and this is a delicious cheese that is dairy-free, guys. Dairy-free cheese. This is the best cheese we've had so far, and look how the oil sits in it. Like, you're gonna need oil. Your body needs oil. Everything needs oil. Oil is what makes things go by, slip, and nothing is rough. Oil makes everything go through smoothly. This cheese tastes even better than actual animal cheese. Oh my god, back to the mango lemonade. Amazing. It's not the most amazing just because we're like sugar babies. We love sugar. Can we say sugar? We love sugar. But we don't want it to be too much sugar. That's why we need to be careful, because too much sugar will make you gain belly fat. You do not want to have too much belly fat or belly fat at all. You do not want to have to get surgery just to survive because of belly fat. So it's so important to eat healthy. It's so important to take daily walks, to exercise daily, right? So here we are. We melted down the cheese. You got to melt it down. It's not going to be delicious if you don't melt it down. These are the minutes of it being in the microwave a little longer. And oh my god, God bless Whole Foods for this, just because it's like, but don't always expect them to be there for you, because a lot of times when they start hearing what you're doing at their place, they don't want to see you succeed, or they don't want to, and it's, I'm serious, and it's probably not the Whole Foods that's doing that. It's probably half of the people that work there. They don't want you to be a liability, or they don't want you to be the person that is just making a mess or whatever issue. A lot of employees are haters, and they don't want to see you succeed, so they'll complain and make up lies about you. So a lot of times when you post certain things, just know that there are certain people that are going to be like trying to stop you. So always have an electric saucepan in the storage, and have a portable power charger that can make food, so that you can be able to survive and make it when there is nothing. Guys, if you stay sober, you will be able to literally make it. Like, if you're not sober, it's gonna be hard. Like, some people can handle drugs or whatever and still make it. we've met some people that have jobs and still getting high. And I don't knock you. Hey, if it makes you feel good, if it gets the job done, but what is this really doing for you in the long run? What nutritional benefits do drugs have? They don't really have nutritional benefits, so they're not doing anything good for your body, right? So don't do drugs, guys. And it's easier said than done, but we're always keeping you in prayer. And you know, even if we're not like on our knees every single day, just know we're rooting for you to get sober and do the right thing, because we're counting on you to get behind that counter and do a great job, or a better job than is being done now. Now check out, this is the end of it. It is